Okay, so today's video is going to be all about making viral content. I promise you it's not luck. This is how you're going to utilize social media to blow up your music, get fans over to Spotify, and not just get millions of views for the sake of getting millions of views. Let's dive right into it. Here's a little bit about me. You know, I've done millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, over 100,000 followers on TikTok. My artists and my clients do millions of views, hundreds of thousands of streams off of those views. So the resume is there. I know what I'm talking about. This isn't all just theory. But do the views translate to conversions? Because you could get 10 million views just dumping maple syrup on somebody in the middle of the street, but that doesn't mean people are going to go listen to your music or go buy your product. So do the views translate to conversions? That's the most important metric of anything when it comes to utilizing social media to blow up your music, your brand, whatever. The more darts you throw at the dartboard, the better chance you have at a bullseye is the number one hands down tip I can give you about social media. If you post one time a month and somebody else posts once every single day, who's putting all of their eggs in that one basket and hoping that's the one video that blows up versus that other person just needs one video out of 30 to blow up and you have the same outcome? Very simple middle school science probability law that really does apply to social media. However, quantity doesn't mean that we're just negating quality. You can have both quantity and quality because there's plenty of people putting out quality at a high volume, right? And nobody cares about your excuses and nobody's going to give you the benefit of the doubt. So if you're posting really low effort, low quality videos, and that doesn't mean that you don't have a Sony camera and a mic setup and all that stuff. That's not what quality means. Quality means, are you keeping people on the app? Are they watching your videos? Are they saving your videos? Are they sharing your videos? That's what makes a quality video. So when you have people putting out quality videos every single day, sometimes 3, 4, 5 times a day, people are just going to go watch them. They're not going to give you the benefit of the doubt and be like, oh, well, you know, they had a tough day at work and that's why their video, they didn't have a lot of energy. Like, nope, they're just going to scroll and be gone. So you have to give maximum quantity that's possible to still keep that quality up, and then you'll see success. And now you're just throwing banger darts at the dartboard instead of like, today I'm going to throw like one kind of half effort and then I'll take 3 days off. That's never going to get you anywhere. I'm sorry. This is how you actually move the needle forward. Quantity plus quality. And why is nobody giving you the benefit of the doubt? Because they're all on social media for themselves. Nobody goes on social media, whether you want to believe it or not, to go support artists or go support small businesses. They're there for themselves. They're there to be entertained, educated, or inspired. No viewer is going on for the creator. They're going on to be entertained, educated, or inspired themselves, and you have to play into that and you have to give them what they're coming on the platform for. Because again, like all content falls into one of 3 categories: entertainment, education, or advertisement. And then inspiration can be entertaining or educating, so it kind of just falls into both. But you don't want to be an advertisement. You don't want to be that artist that's just jumping on once a week going, what's up? My new song drops Friday. Go stream it now. Go pre-save now. You don't want to be that person because guess what? You're just advertising and nobody's coming on here to be marketed to. They're coming on to be entertained or educated. You have to provide one of the first 2 to them. You cannot just be giving them the third over and over and over again, or you're going to go nowhere. And when you understand that all social media platforms have literally one goal, one singular goal: keep the user on the app as long as possible. And the business reason why is because when they go to their advertising customers, the businesses and brands that advertise on the app, they got to be able to show them, look, users spend an average of 72 minutes a day on our app. So it's beneficial that you pay us to advertise on our app because users are spending a lot of time on the app. That's how all of these platforms work, whether it's Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok. They only care about keeping the user on the app. What keeps the user on the app? Them being entertained, educated, / inspired, not just being advertised to. I know it sounds like a double-edged sword because the reason why they want to keep the user on the app is because they want advertising dollars, but no user is going to stay on the app if it's all ads. And guess what? These companies are paying to have their ads. So they're putting money behind their ads. So if you're just putting out ads, but you're not putting money behind it, you're just posting organic content, but it's just promo, sell, you're really going to get shoved to the bottom of the pile because you're not providing any value that keeps the user on the app and you're not paying for ads. So you're like, boom, bottom of the totem pole when it comes to who gets pushed out. And all viral videos follow this exact format. It does not matter if they're 7 seconds long, 7 minutes long, if they're comedy, music, they all have some variation of this format that fits for what the video is about. Hook, stakes, payoff. Every single time, right? The hook is what brings the viewer in first couple seconds of the video, even if it's a 4-second video, is right when the video starts. What hooks you in, what keeps you watching. The stakes set up where the video is going, and then the payoff is what you get at the end that makes you feel satisfied for watching that whole video. A couple examples, right? This video about Fortnite Avatar Airbender, how long it takes to airbend across the whole map. So people that like Fortnite, they're going to sit there and watch the entirety of this video because they want to see how long does it take to airbend. Is it 40 seconds, 13 seconds? And the hook and stakes work together by telling you this is what's going to happen. This dude's going to airbend across the whole map, and the payoff is going to come when you find out how long it takes. Here's another example. Today's society, this would be canceled immediately. This is Seinfeld, old show from the 90s, iconic. But clearly this hook is setting up that he's going to say something that today's society would cancel. You've got to stick around the stakes till the end to hear what he says. When he says it, the video is going to end and you're going to feel satisfied because you got the payoff that you stayed for the duration of the video to get, which is him saying what would get canceled today. Or even this, so simple, 3 words. Stole $3.5 billion. That hooks you in because you're like, oh, this guy stole $3.5 billion. The stakes is going to set up, well, did he get caught? Is he arrested? Is he on the run? Does he still have the money? And when you watch to the end and hear what happened to him, there's your payoff. Doesn't matter what genre of video, they're all going to follow this hook, stakes, payoff format every single time. And last but not least, this is some like hippie mindset stuff, but I promise you, if you can treat every single video you make with this exact outlook, you're going to be so much better off just every single day creating content, not being so stressed or anxious or worried. And I know it sounds a little bit tough, but everyone who watches this does not know me, right? You can never assume that the audience knows you. You can't just be like, hey guys, I know if you saw my last video, because no. Whether it's Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, those videos are going out from anywhere from like 80 to 97% random audience. So when you're making these videos that act like, oh yeah, you know, if you saw my last video, if you've been keeping up with what, because 90% of the people have never seen you before. It's like going to a party and everybody's talking in the corner about something, and then you walk over and you're like, oh, like you're trying to laugh at like what they're saying, but it's all inside jokes. You feel left out. So you don't want to make the viewer feel left out and act like, oh, everybody knows me. No one knows you. Every single time, appease the new audience. Appease the new audience. Number 2, everyone who watches this doesn't care about me. They don't care. They're there for them. They want to be entertained, educated, inspired. So making these like long, drawn out, like very me videos aren't going to go anywhere. They're not going to go anywhere, because even when you say, and I know you're probably thinking, oh, I've seen videos where like people talk about their life stories, but they're telling them in an entertaining way, keeps the viewer entertained, keeps them on the platform, video gets pushed out. But when it's all self-serving and it's not even entertaining, no one's going to watch it because they don't care. They're on social media for themselves. How do I provide enough value to make them care? That's the $1 million question, right? How do you make people care? How do you make people watch your video? You've got to, again, entertain or educate by following the hook, stakes, payoff format. So I know it sounds easy and simple. Nothing's ever easy. It's simple. It's a simple but life-changing and also takes 10,000 hours to even get decent at format. It's simple, but it's not easy. If we look at Mr. Beast, he's all entertainment, right? 101 million views, 130, I mean, it's insane. And he's serving his audience what they want to see. So he's done a ton of different kinds of videos, and he's found a style of video recently, like the last year, that his audience is reacting to in a way in which he's continuing to create in that style because he knows it's going to work with his audience. And that's how you have to treat it. Testing, hook, stakes, payoff, and entertaining content, education content, 7 seconds, 2 minutes. Like when you try everything and then you hit something that works, again, you're throwing all those darts. One of them becomes a bullseye. Let's just keep running it back, and keep running it until it stops working. And that's how you find your winning content strategy. I know, again, it's simple, but not easy. And if we dive a little deeper with digital marketing in itself, right? Let's look at the Diary of a CEO account, right? They take a quote from every podcast that they think is going to evoke emotion from the viewer and make them watch. So like, you have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. A lot of people don't wake up at 4:30 a.m., so they're going to see that and be like, it's going to evoke kind of a negative emotion of like, what is he talking about? Let me watch the video, and they're going to go in negative. But the person who wrote this knows that they're evoking that emotion, and they want that viewer to click negatively because probably what's in this video is so inspiring, it's going to flip their mindset. So it's all, how are you positioning your video? How are you setting up the hook? How are you setting up the stakes? How are you setting up the payoff? Even in a 2-hour, 53-minute video, they're still going to follow hook, stakes, payoff every time. And when I work with my clients, the first question I ask them every single call, first time we ever do our call together, the first question I ask, if you woke up tomorrow with 10 million followers, what would you post? 9 times out of 10, my clients are always like, well, I don't post this right now, but I would start posting, and then they say something that they've never posted before. So my answer then becomes, well, clearly what you're posting right now isn't what you actually want to be posting. You're just chasing virality. The audience can smell that inauthenticity, and that's why you're not going anywhere, because they can see that your heart's not in it. They can see that you're not actively wanting to post this content. You're just doing it because you feel like you have to. So when you understand, like, okay, if I woke up with 10 million followers and I was guaranteed 1 million views per post, this is the kind of stuff I would post. Start posting that at 5 followers, because now you're being authentic to you and what you actually want to post. The audience sees that you love what you're doing and you're not just going through the motions trying to get views, and then it becomes a brand that stands out. And this is really just digital marketing 101, and it's just coming through the medium of social media right now. And if you can master this and you could find ways to get the audience to care about you even when they've never seen you before, you will have a skill set that even if TikTok gets banned or any of this stuff happens, you now have a skill set of persuasion, digital marketing, being able to speak on camera, being able to structure videos and content to where it doesn't matter what happens 5 years from now, 10 years from now, you will always be able to be successful in your industry, in the music industry, because you know how to drive traffic and conversions to what your goal is. If you can master this, you'll be very, very, very well off. My name is Ruff. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, just hit that right now. I'm dropping free sauce 3 days a week. Drop a comment with any questions. If you want to work with my team and I, the link is in the description, and I will see you on Wednesday. Peace.